If you signed up for a race months ago, and now that it's getting close, you're feeling unprepared, this video is about helping you understand your options. It's not too late to have a successful race, but you might need to revisit how you define success. The truth is, most runners in this situation are asking the wrong questions. It's so easy to get caught up in the excitement of registering for a race. A friend invites you to join them for their first marathon. That town you've always wanted to visit announces their inaugural half. A charity you support creates a 10K to raise funds. So we sign up and then tell ourselves, I should probably start training soon. Now the excitement of registration day has faded and the reality of race day is setting in. And you're wondering, now what? I remember registering for my first marathon 2 weeks before completing my first 5K. I was so excited about it. I assumed I had plenty of time to train, but as race day approached, I found myself unprepared and needing to make some difficult decisions. The challenge of balancing our desires with our constraints is real. I may desire to run a sub 30-minute 5K, but if I'm currently running a 15-minute mile and that 5K is 6 weeks away, the constraints of time are such that I simply don't have enough time left to achieve my goal. We get to this point and ask ourselves, can I even accomplish my goal? When we should be asking, what goal can I accomplish? The right question makes all the difference. On registration day, we dream of a 10-minute mile, a sub 2-hour half marathon, setting a PR, or simply keeping up with our friend. Each of those goals is valid, even admirable, right after you sign up. But as time passes, if life gets in the way and prevents you from training adequately, there is nothing wrong with redefining success for your race. Every race presents two questions. How far can I run? And how fast can I run? A proper training cycle gives you time to answer both by building stamina and speed gradually. But when your training cycle gets compressed, you have to choose which question to prioritize. And here's the reality. Distance takes longer to build safely than speed. Sure, you could jump from 1 mile to 10 miles in a single week, but the injury risk is exponentially higher than building up gradually. Your body needs time to adapt to longer distances. Speed, on the other hand, can improve more quickly, but only if you already have the stamina foundation in place. Depending on how close you are to race day, you might be facing the most basic question. Can I finish in the allotted time? And there is absolutely nothing wrong with redefining success as simply crossing that finish line. Some basic math will tell you if that's achievable. Take the course time limit, divide it by the distance, and you'll know what pace you need to maintain. If finishing isn't in question because you know you can cover the distance comfortably, then you can shift your focus to speed work for the remaining weeks. But be realistic about what's possible in the time you have left. Your original time goal might not be achievable anymore, and that's okay. Set a new goal that reflects where you are today, not where you hoped to be months ago. That's still success. At this point, every runner falls into one of two categories: time-focused or finish-focused. A time-focused runner may have started with hopes of earning a PR. However, due to current time constraints, you're now chasing a new, achievable time goal. As a finish-focused runner, your goal is to complete your race strong and injury-free, period. You're not concerned with how long it takes. Once you identify your category, the rest of your training decisions get simpler. Different goals require different priorities. Confusion about that leads to unnecessary struggle. Time-focused runners get into trouble when they overemphasize long endurance work or stack too much volume rather than giving themselves enough time to recover between quality speed sessions. And finish-focused runners get into trouble when they chase speed they don't need, introducing intensity their body can't absorb, thus breaking down the durability required to complete the race distance. Listen, I'm not downplaying your situation. Moments like this can feel discouraging, maybe even a bit scary. Redefining success feels hard, not because we don't understand the math, but because it feels like we're letting go of a version of ourselves we thought we were going to be on race day. I know this because I didn't do what I'm telling you to do now. When I registered for that first marathon I mentioned earlier, I had 9 months to train, plenty of time. But life happened. Training got inconsistent, and as race day approached, I knew I was unprepared. I should have reevaluated, I should have adjusted my goals and redefined success. Instead, I kept pushing, and I got injured before the race. I showed up anyway, and I got swept at mile 22. That experience taught me more about running than any successful race ever could. I learned that stubbornness isn't the same as determination, that pushing through isn't always noble, and that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is look at reality and adjust your plan accordingly. So when I tell you it's okay to redefine success, I'm not being theoretical. I'm trying to save you from that experience. But you still have agency. You get to determine the next chapter of your story, and it can be amazing. It's not too late. Reevaluate, determine your new goal, and redefine success. Then go run your race. And if after evaluating your current fitness and time constraints, you determine that finishing the race safely is just not realistically achievable, there is no shame in choosing a different race further out and training properly for that one instead. And if you're wondering how to choose the race that's right for you, well, I discuss that in this video right here.